Hello and good morning, Nigeria. It's Valentine's Day. Love is in the air. And of course, today's episode is dedicated to all things love, all things romance, and of course, good energy. Good morning, Mikey.
Definitely.
What? This is the smile on Mike's
For
face.
those of you that were born in November, you know what happened today.
Wow, what happened today? What does that mean? Mike.
In my mouth that you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
hear.
you need to explain, you need to break it down. I don't understand what you
You
mean.
do a better job at breaking.
Oh yeah, cut it and paste it for me. Let me see.
Don't worry. I'll break it down, but all you need to do is stay tuned till the end of the show because we have a whole Valentine and lovely package for you this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. If you're single, in a relationship,
Yeah.
whatever you are in a situationship,
Wow.
whatever ship you are in, just know that on Wake Up Ship, we'll take all of you and be a part of what we're doing on the show this morning. Great to have you.
Oh dear me. Now, Mike, I'm going to say it one more time. Valentine is finally here. I said it. Valentine is coming all through the week, and it's finally here. And a lot's going to be happening today. Something else synonymous with Valentine's is, just traffic.
It is.
Traffic. So if you are going out, just make sure that you plan your route well and carry us along with you on social media. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC when you send in your post.
All right, so tell us what we have on the show coming up this morning.
We have quite a bit still coming up on the show. We've planned something really special for you. And, hey, we're going to give quite a few Valentine shout-outs from here on out. But we will also have Moinloluwa Aino, a spoken word artist who started her career in spoken word a few years ago. And she's been inspired by and, of course, discovering her passion for it over the years. And, of course, she's been performing in churches across Lagos and on other stages. We can't wait to see what that performance is like later on.
And then, of course, we've got Folapri,
Yay.
who is a versatile artist, proficient in singing, painting, modeling, content creation, dancing also. But she's going to be singing today.
Oh.
There's just a whole lot that she
Yeah.
does. I'm looking forward to that one.
It's all about the love songs today.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what's your biggest love song ever?
Oh,
What?
Endless Love is up there.
Oh, yeah, true.
Endless
Very
Love
true.
is up there.
I Will Always
but if
Love
I-
You. Whitney Houston.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a love
top,
song.
That's top.
That
That's
is.
top. That's
All
top.
right.
But there's quite a lot. It's going to be hard to have just one.
Yeah, very true. We still have fashion coming your way today. We have Vivian Omotosho, fashion designer who launched the brand VN Styling in 2020. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing display of beautiful designs. Now, she initially focused on Asoebi, apparently, then transitioned around 2024 to explore Afrocentric styles. So make sure you stay tuned for that one.
All right, but hey, come on. There's a whole lot. The show is just about to get started.
Yeah.
We'll be right up with the news after this. Good morning. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messican. Of course, it's the month of love. Welcome to the news. Now, the 2025 appropriation bill has now been passed by both chambers of the National Assembly and is awaiting presidential assent. The Senate and House of Reps passed the budget of the 54.9 trillion earlier yesterday after consideration of a report by the Committee on Appropriations. Joke Adisa and TJ Suadoye covered the proceedings.
After weeks of interface with government ministries, departments and agencies at the budget defense sessions, the Senate Committee on Appropriation lays its report with recommendations on the 2025 appropriation bill.
Point of order.
President Tinubu had raised the proposed budget from 49.7 trillion naira to 54.2 trillion naira, highlighting additional revenues generated by key agencies of government. The committee has now recommended an additional 750 billion naira raising the budget to 54.2 trillion naira. The committee reveals that the proposed increment is from President Tinubu's $200 million intervention fund to the health sector to mitigate the decision of the United States government to suspend further intervention in the provision of vaccines and drugs for malaria, polio, HIV, and tuberculosis in Africa.
Price was increased by 700 billion to cater for the following. 1. The 270 billion differentials between the details of the budget and the bill. 2. The provision of $200 million, which is equivalent of 300 billion for procurement of vaccine and drugs. And 3. Some agencies of the government that were provided funds to take care of their critical needs.
The Senate dissolved into the Committee of Supply, where the report was subjected to a clause-by-clause consideration and was approved.
1,624,250 naira only is for contribution to Development Fund for capital expenditure for the year ending on the 31st day of December. This bill is read a third time and passed.
The committee also recommended that the executive presents future budgets to the National Assembly not later than 3 months to the next financial year in order to return the country to the January to December budget cycle. Tijesu Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
The Defense Headquarters say more bandit leaders are surrendering to troops. Director of Defense Media Operations Major General Marcus Kangie explained that Kachala Mudi and 2 others in Birnin Gwari and Igabi local government areas of Kaduna State gave up their weapons to troops. Sifon Essien reports.
Operations across the country.
Between 3 January and 13 February this year, a total of 75 terrorists were neutralized, while 138 suspected others were arrested.
In the northwest, more bandits are giving up their weapons.
On the 3rd and 4th February, pursuant to the ongoing kinetic initiative, 1 general purpose machine gun, 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 fabricated AK-47 rifles were received from a repentant terrorist identified as Kachala Mudi, and 2 others in Briningwari and Igabi local government areas of Kaduna State. You will recall that Kachala Mudi used to be one of the terrorist leaders.
But troops are also scaling up the fight against adamant bandits, taking them out on the battlefield.
On 4th February 2025, troops while on fighting patrol responded to information about terrorist activities and made contact in Malfashi local government area of Katsina State. Following a firefight, 5 terrorists were neutralized, while 5 kidnapped hostages were rescued.
There are indications more bandits want to give up fighting and surrender the troops. But what is uncertain is if they've turned a new leaf. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
And that's it on the news for now. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. The show is just getting started.
All right then. So this Valentine's Day, the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen is coming alive with Chef Chubi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, so I'm loving what I'm seeing. This display is really interesting. What are we making today?
Okay, so we are making a very fast meal. Mashed potato, yes. Mashed potato and beef sauce.
When you say fast, what do you mean by fast? In terms of time or in terms of how quickly you eat it?
No, it doesn't take so much time to prepare. It's just, yeah, it's...
So let's talk ingredients then.
Okay.
Mashed potato and beef sauce. Obviously, the king, or should I say the queen of ingredients here is the potatoes.
Yes.
What have we done so far with these potatoes?
I'm just going to peel.
Okay.
I've peeled now and
You've peeled a few. You still have a few more to peel there.
So I'm just going to boil the potato with
Okay.
a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Yes, and then mash it.
All right.
Yes.
Then we have very lovely looking strawberries here. I'm not sure how the strawberries come into this meal.
It's going to come in with as a dessert.
As
by
a
the
dessert.
side,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
Side. What's this? Parsley? or-
Yes, parsley
Parsley.
for garnishing.
We have salt.
Yeah. So this is suya pepper.
Okay,
I added a
yagi.
little bit of it to
Okay.
marinate my beef.
There's black pepper here.
Yes.
2 eggs. Butter.
Butter, yes.
Salted or unsalted?
It is unsalted.
Unsalted
Yes.
butter and garlic.
Yes.
So this garlic, is this for the potatoes or is it for the beef?
It's for the sauce.
For
the beef
sauce,
sauce.
the beef
yes.
sauce.
Yes.
We have onions here and of course
carrots.
carrots. So I know that we're still peeling potatoes, but apart from the potatoes, what else do we need to do right now?
Okay. We can start with the beef.
The
So we
beef,
can.
okay.
So that, yeah, we can start cooking the beef.
So far, this beef has been marinated. So let's talk about what you put inside the marinade.
Okay. So it's just I just added a little bit of salt,
Yeah.
black pepper,
Okay.
a bit of soya sauce, and the yaji.
Salt, black pepper, the suya spice,
Yes, and
and soy sauce.
soya sauce. Yes.
All right. So this is quite a lot of beef, and you sliced it very thinly. You didn't leave it as chunks. You sort of went suya on me. This is like suya thin slicing. That must have taken a while. Any reason why you decided to go that thin?
Yes, to get it cooked fast.
Okay, so if you slice it thinly, it'll cook faster.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, let's put on the heat now, shall we?
Yes.
And let's put on the heat because I know that that beef needs to go to the heat. But are we adding any oil or anything to
I'm
the
going to
pan?
be using butter.
Butter.
Yes.
So we're cooking the beef in butter. Interesting. I'm seeing a mix here. You haven't explained this mix. to
Okay,
me.
so this is a mixture of, this is what I'm going to be using as the base for my sauce.
Okay.
And it's a mixture of celery,
Oh,
garlic,
okay.
and onions with
Celery,
a little
garlic,
bit of pepper.
All right.
Yes, so I blended it with oil. Yes.
You blended it well. You haven't cooked it yet.
No, I just blended
Oh.
it with oil.
It kind of looks like you've done some kind of cooking because the oil is turning red. But what could be causing the red color there? It's not red oil, right?
No, it's not red
vegetable
oil. It's vegetable oil.
Interesting.
Yes.
One more time, the ingredients in this sauce is
Celery. Yeah. Garlic.
garlic,
Yes, onion and pepper.
and pepper.
Yes.
Is it like tatache or
Yes, I used shombo.
shombo?
Yes.
Beautiful. And we have a very good-looking sauce there. I can't wait to taste that when it's finally cooked.
going to
But
be
the
amazing.
pan is getting hot now,
Yeah.
and we have our
Butter.
butter. So do we need a knife for that butter?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you have one there. So how much butter are you using? Because this is quite a lot of butter in the pack here.
just gonna
It's about
use-
200 grams. So are you using up to half of this?
No, I'm not
All right.
using up to half,
Go ahead.
maybe
Show
about
us how much
50
you're
grams.
using.
Yes, I want this to.
All right. It'll definitely be hot enough in a second. So I know that if you slice it this way, you're able to kind of roughly gauge how many grams you're using. So if
let's
you
say
cut it
about
in half, that's about 100 grams.
About,
and then
about 50 grams.
about 50 grams
Yes.
of butter. Beautiful. So one more time, if you would like to make this, maybe for a significant other, for a loved one this Valentine's, maybe you want to make some mashed potatoes and beef, something very touche, very, very demure. It's a demure meal
and different
today.
from the everyday meal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Throw together these ingredients, your potatoes, your beef thinly sliced, your garlic, butter, eggs. You have, of course, yaji spice, salt, black pepper, carrots, and onions. Once you have all those ingredients ready and prepped, put yours together. Make sure you take a quick video of it and tag us online. That's Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. All right, then. So let's go in with the butter now.
Yes.
Aha, gotcha. Fabulous.
I love doing this.
You love doing that, right? I love doing it too. I love it. And I love the way butter smells when you heat it up. Real butter, that is. This is not margarine we're using. We're using
no, it's
real
not
butter.
margarine.
And these potatoes now, these are, I don't know, when they're in season, it's so lovely when you have great big potatoes like this.
Yes.
But have you ever considered just boiling them with the skins and then peeling them after? you know?
I do that sometimes, but to save time, I
Okay.
just decided to
just peel them.
yes to peel.
So are you saying it's faster for you to peel? Well,
When you finish boiling, you have to
yeah, peel off the skin.
peel off the skin. So
I just kind of feel like, you know, when you peel potatoes with a knife, you're wasting the skin. Oh, gosh. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. So at this point, she's going at the garlic, and she's going to chop that up and add that to the butter. You know, garlic and butter together is magical. But I know Winfrey is standing by, and there's a conversation that's about to begin. Stay with us.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for staying with us on this beautiful edition of Wake Up Nigeria. It's Valentine's Day, and despite the fact that my colleagues don't think I'm excited about it, I kind of am, right? But now it's not about that. Now we're about to talk about something quite interesting. And you guys know that on Fridays, normally, we actually do a lot of fashion stuff. So we're about to have quite an interesting fashion conversation. And I have with me here Charles Aronsoye, the founder of Africana Group. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
So now it's funny how you walk into the studio, I'm like, okay, so this guy has actually, like, I've actually known you for quite a while. And then we were in the legal struggle together.
Absolutely.
Once upon a time. And then look at us now. How are you doing today?
I'm great, I'm very great. Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, very well, thank you. Okay, so now we're actually here to talk about something I think is quite interesting. I mean, studying law in Benin City definitely had to, I mean, I love how moving forward, despite the fact we do different things, there's something that we still think is very important. That's literally our heritage and where we're coming from,
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
Which literally I feel fuels your event that you actually have coming up. But before we go there, let's talk about the Africana Group. Now tell us about the vision behind that group.
The vision behind the group, first of all, it started from a fashion house, Africana Couture, and we've sort of metamorphosed to experience, Africana Experience stores. We have stores across 2 stores in Senegal, 1 in Abidjan, 1 in Mali as well, because we came up with the idea to make ready-to-wear kaftans available. First of all, in 2019, when I started it, it felt like I was joking, but people love the speed and comfort of how to get a kaftan this clean and just go. So that was the genius behind the idea, and that made us open across West Africa.
Oh, amazing.
And so today we are in 4 countries, and we're not doing badly.
You're definitely not doing badly. I've been open in 4 countries. Now let's bring it back to Nigeria. So now beyond just making kaftans and making them really available for people that actually want it, you literally also have an interest in the showcase of this fashion show. And I think it's very important. I mean, because a lot of designers on this end, I remember being at a fashion show symposium, and then people were talking about how, designers talking about how, looking for ways to scale up and plug into the international space, whether, regional or like international, right? And then one of the issues they had literally was like marketing, right? Getting your goods really available and then putting it on those platforms. But I love what you're doing because you create your own platform. Now, besides just making outfits, you also have this fashion show, which is actually coming up. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so you said something about platforms, you know, how international platforms. I tell people that people will not be able, the seat at that table internationally would not come to you.
It won't.
You bring your chair.
Exactly.
To that table.
Yeah.
So what we're doing as a company is we're creating that avenue to express ourselves in our own way, on our own timetable.
Yeah.
This year's edition is called the Royal Oat. First of all, it's tagged Africana Experience Live.
Yes.
So we're bringing the experience to our consumers and our community.
Okay.
This year is tagged the Royal Oat. The Royal Oat is, we're simulating or rather reenacting a wedding that happened in 1440.
1440, okay.
Obayeware, the Benin king, Eware the first. The current Oba is Eware the second.
The second, yes.
They're the first. He married 2 sisters on a day, and one was very recalcitrant, and that's the storyline.
Okay.
And in the spirit of love, I mean, we're still
in the spirit of love, yes.
So we are reenacting the wedding that happened in the past and bringing it back in the future.
Okay.
So reimagine us having to create the pieces for the kingdoms that Benin have ruled, and then bringing them a modern day style. So that's the beauty of our presentation.
Right.
So this is to run for 4 hours, and it's a theater runway.
Oh, nice.
And it's an immersive experience. We are taking care of Taste. Macallan is the headline sponsor for Taste.
Nice.
For visuals, it's Us Africana.
Yes, Africana.
For sound, the Benin cultural group from the Palace.
Amazing.
Yes, so it's very ethnic.
Yeah.
And you can see the invite.
Like literally, I was gonna literally grab this. So this is the invites.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Africana, the Royal Oath, 23rd February 2025.
Yes.
And I think this is actually what like. So now I was literally gonna ask, what was the idea? Why did you decide to reenact the wedding? Why? When did the idea come to your mind, and then why did you really like?
So the idea came to my mind June 2024. I had my pop-up in London. Annoyingly, I submitted my passport to the US Embassy, and then the Dropbox took longer than normal.
Yes.
I sent emails, I begged to get my passport out, but my date was already set for my African Experience Live in London.
No.
We had it in June. We had smaller, I mean, in terms of scale, but so I didn't make it. So I said, let me go for my friend's wedding too. But my staff were already there. My wife, my staff were already there, taking care of us, handling stuff. And I was at the wedding, and I said, I saw people. The owner of the groom said he wanted only 50 guests. I saw the best vendors in Abuja cater to just 50 people. I'm like, are you crazy? And I think I can have a wedding. And I had my phone. I said, Benin royal wedding that happened in the past, and I was seeing different obas. I said, this one is it.
This one is it. Amazing.
And then we got to my team and we fleshed it out, got the script. Omar Osagi was a consultant. Utete Negabi in Benin, if you ever know him, is a palace crier. And we called him, reached him out, and he gave us a script that was authentic, that was real, and then we followed it through. I think it's amazing, because it's one thing for you to do fashion, then another thing to do African fashion, like in a cultural way, reenacting the story. Do you understand? Because these are the stories we need, do you understand, to keep our heritage and all of that alive. I think you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. And definitely we'll be there. We'll be there. I was going to ask if you already selected actors for the wife. I can do apparently. So we have over 5,000 entries, and we're selecting only 600 people.
Only 600 people. Amazing.
Of our community members.
All right, amazing. All right, so we'll talk more about that. But right now we have to go because time is short. Thank you so much for being here with us. All right, guys, you definitely heard it. There's an event coming up, so make sure you stick around to know more about it. We're going on a quick break right now. When we come back, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Woo! Okay. It's a special Valentine episode. Hope you have been having some fun and all about the love. Maybe just let us know on social media. Tell us your best love story. I don't want to talk about today, just generally, because for me, it shouldn't just only be about maybe spouses. Or it can, I mean, family, friends,
significant others, siblings, and family, friends and all
showing
of that. Love just because.
Exactly.
I said happy Valentine's to my kids, for instance, just showing them love. You know? And I feel like dedicating a day to spreading and sharing love is important. For instance, I have plans to share love, and other people have plans to share love with us.
It has not shared love to me,
I have.
At least this one's Scotty Titi.
No, so it's actually not.
It's Scotty from you, so you will tell us who is Scotty.
So should I tell you now?
Scotty, yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Nadi, who has been taking our wellness segment, and Mr. Agubiade sent us chocolates and wine this Valentine's. Like, oh, we're getting our Valentine's
stay on to the end and you see my popping skills.
Thank you, Dr. Nadi. Thank you, Mr. Agubiade. Thank you. We appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
If this thing just fall now, it's going to happen.
I don't understand what does that mean? Why do you say things like that?
But two beautiful ladies, of course, are in the kitchen. 3 actually.
Yeah.
The most beautiful is the one that's cooking now for me. Well, hey ladies, what's up? What's happening there? How's it going in the kitchen now?
Going really well. Chef Chubby has been hard at work. What's happening over there right now?
Stir-fry this beef. And then I'm also cooking the potato.
Yeah, so we're making mashed potatoes and beef sauce, right?
Yes.
And that has actually come together really nicely. So yeah, we're on the way.
So I was saying to her that the aroma actually gives that fine dining experience, right? It's bringing those moments that you just want to, relax somewhere in some good restaurants and just experience good cooking. Well done, Chef Shelby, well done.
Thank you.
It's a very demure meal.
Yeah, very demure,
very touche.
It is.
Yeah. Very nice Sliced
It's giving
beef.
mindfulness.
Right.
Okay.
There's still quite a bit coming up. My name is Titilayo Oyinsan.
I am Mike Mescano. You can catch the show live or streaming, tvcentertainment.tv on our website.
Yeah.
You can also do that on YouTube at TVC Entertainment. That's the handle. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on social media to be a part of the show.
Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, TVC Entertainment _ is the handle you need. And of course, when it comes to celebrating love and celebrating others, using that hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, let us share the love with you.
Okay.
And finally, joining us is music minister, singer, songwriter, performer, the amazing Mr. Tosin Martins. Now, he has been in the business for quite a while, and guess what? He's celebrating the 20th anniversary of the hit single,
Okay.
Olomi.
So I was told to ask Titi this question. How much were you paid for that video? Video?
Honestly, you know, what I've made over the years makes up for what I was paid back then.
You could have done it. You didn't. I'm not saying that you had to be. I mean, were you paid for it? I just want to.
Of course, I was paid for it.
Can you remember how much you were paid?
I can't remember exactly, but
remember
if
the
I
range?
mention it now to the average Gen Z,
Oh,
it
definitely.
might not seem
definitely,
like much.
Definitely.
So,
if you see that video,
but-
you probably think that's Titi's daughter there.
Wow.
But that was that video and that song had also on a chokehold. It is the ultimate love song.
Yeah.
And of course, Titi was a vixen in that video. We'll be having a
I
wonderful
was a
conversation.
bride in the video. Don't call me vixen for that kind of video. Not that one.
I am sorry.
It's not vixen for that one. Other ones, oh, I did vixen.
Wow.
But that one, I was a bride.
Tosin Martins there. This is
First
big
time I ever
because-
wore a wedding dress was in this video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the song is 20 years, and he'll be performing that song, and you'll be bride. We dance as bride here.
Away.
All right. Okay. All of that will be, of course, after this time. We have a wonderful spoken word performance coming right up. But hey, come on, we'll let you know about that a little bit after now.
Fantastic. The Wake Up Nigeria kitchen smells fabulous. It's all demure and fabulous food happening in the kitchen. Okay, Chef Chubi, loving it, loving it, loving it. Can I do this? The potatoes are almost there, getting closer, getting closer. And you're about to pour the beef in a bowl, yes?
Yes.
So that's been nicely, should I use the term sauteed?
Yes.
In butter.
Yes, in butter.
So for those that missed it, the beef was sliced thinly, intentionally, so that it would cook quick. She added about 50 grams of butter to the pan, and then she added her beef in there. So initially, the beef was spiced with yaji, black pepper, salt, and soy sauce. Boom! Those are the flavors that are in that beef now. So what do we do next?
So I've brought out the beef, so I'm going to add a little more butter.
Okay.
Yes, then
A little more butter to the pan, right?
Yeah, just a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Then
All right. Fantastic.
going in with my onion.
Onions straight in.
Yes. And
Okay.
garlic.
And garlic.
Yes, chopped garlic.
Ooh. Oh, that combination. Onions, chopped garlic.
Yes. We'll saute this a little.
Yeah, in butter. So,
Butter.
so I guess you're taking advantage of all those meaty flavors that are in the pan
Yes,
already.
Yes.
Okay.
Try
Great.
to infuse everything together.
So this is the beginning of the sauce, I believe, right?
Yes.
Great, great, great.
I'll just do this for
A little
a
while?
little while, maybe
Okay.
about 1 or 2 minutes. Then go in with this.
Okay, so for those that missed it, this little sauce right here is a very powerful little sauce. In here we have celery, shombo.
Yes.
And there's one more thing you added to this. Ooh, I forgot
Garlic
now.
and onion.
Oh, okay. Garlic and onions is always a staple. But I found it interesting that the oil had turned red. And I think the shombo with the oil sort of turned it red. And this hasn't been cooked yet at all. It's just been blended together.
I blended with oil. I didn't add, there's no water.
You didn't add
in
water.
there, yes.
Fantastic. So these have been blanched a little in butter right now.
Yes,
And
butter.
whew, what I'm getting is woo, fabulous.
Okay, so I'll just go in with
Right.
this.
So now going in with that sauce. So this is where people in other departments will now start attacking us in this studio. I think we should call security to keep them standing by the door because this smells amazing. Woo! Okay, I'm looking at these carrots, and I'm also looking at these eggs.
Okay, so I'll be adding about 1 egg yolk to the potato when I'm mashing it.
Okay.
Yes, I'll add about 1 egg and a little bit of cooking cream and butter.
And butter.
Yes.
So that cooking cream matter. If I don't have cooking cream, what can I use as an alternative to cooking cream?
If you don't have cooking cream, you can use milk.
Milk. Okay, so you mix the milk with water.
Mix it, yes.
Yeah. But you make it thick. You don't make it too.
Yeah, you just need you don't need much for it. So just mix it with a little bit of water and add to it. Yes.
Because cooking cream just, you know, it really affects my ATM card. Whenever I want to buy it, I just look at the price and I'm like, my card might just break. But it's really great addition to a sauce like this. I'm still seeing sauce here. You're not using everything?
No.
No? Whenever chefs do this thing and they leave some critical ingredients and they don't use it, it pains my heart. It pains me. So celery, shombo, vegetable oil, garlic and onions inside butter in the pan. All right, so we have to head to a quick break at this point. There is so much more coming your way. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Thanks for staying with us. On fashion today, we have Vivian Omotosho. She's a fashion designer who launched her brand Vivian Styling 2 years ago. Well, she officially went, professional 2 years ago. And she's used her platform to practice her craft and creativity. She usually used to focus on Ashwebi designs. And over the years, she has transitioned into exploring Afrocentric styles, concentrating primarily on ready-to-wear outfit. She's also a winner of the Nigerian Student Fashion and Design Week. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I like how chilled you are. You're like, oh yeah, very cool, calm and collected. All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to the show once again. And so let's talk about Vivian Styling. I know you've been in the business for close to 2 years now. How's that journey been for you? Especially, being a winner of, a very prominent fashion event.
It's been fun. I've been running the business for 2 years now, but last year I changed from the Ashwebi designs to ready-to-wear. So I wanted a platform to exhibit my design and make it known. So I registered for the Nigerian Student Fashion and Design Week and I won.
And you won. How was that? How did that make you feel?
It was a great feeling. I was really happy because I wasn't even expecting to win. For me, I registered because I wanted to put my brand out there. So it was nice to win while trying to do something else. So that's like the icing
on the cake for you.
Yeah.
So before we see some of your designs, we are in a space we're in a time where the African fabrics are sort of experiencing a revolution, right? It is now being infused into our everyday style. So for example, what I have on right now could actually be used to in making Ankara or Ashoke, because now we have cotton textured Ashoke fabrics, right? And so you could actually make what I'm wearing in Ashoke fabrics and it will look very nice. It will come out really looking beautiful. And now let's talk about acceptance. At the time when you decided to transition from Ashwebi into ready-to-wear outfits using African fabrics, what was the acceptance like?
Okay, before transforming, I tried testing the waters.
Okay.
From making questionnaires to ask people what they would like to see.
Great.
So the response was nice, was great. So I decided, okay, let's try it.
All right.
And it's something I've been really interested in because I'm interested in how the fabrics are made, the process that goes into making the fabric.
Okay.
So it's really encouraging for me.
Okay, fantastic. So let's see some of your designs. They'll be coming on right in a minute. Please, can the first model come up quickly? Oh, nice. So I see what you did here. It has Adire and then we have organza, and I see how you embellished with the cowries, and then also at the bottom of the skirt you gave it a little bit of drama, right? It has that vavavoom effect.
Yeah.
So it's modest from the top, and then just as you're going towards the leg area, you're like, okay, what's happening here? Talk to us about the inspiration for this.
Okay, the inspiration for the collection came from a trip I took to Abeokuta.
I see that at Abeokuta.
Yes, I went to the Olumo Rock, so there were a lot of things that inspired me, seeing cowries as their form of money in back then. Then the adire that is being made there, so I decided to so this was like a picture from the trip. Then decided to add a little bit of drama to the down, just to not make it plain, just to make it look more elegant.
I love it.
So it's like giving like a boss lady vibe.
Interesting. So this is definitely not a look for a modest lady, so boss lady. So if you're really into making a statement, right, you can definitely put this on. Interesting design, I'll say. So let's talk about your choice of fabrics, like when you go fabric shopping. Do you go fabric shopping for a particular design, or you shop for the fabrics before you begin to create the design? So while you're answering that, please can we have the second model come on?
Okay, I create the design first, then I think of which fabric will work for it. After getting the fabric, I try to say which pattern again will work very well for it. So it has to be like, is it cotton, is it silk, is this? So the design comes first.
The design comes up before the choice of fabrics to use.
Yes.
Great. This particular design, absolutely love it. It's a denim and adire mesh with cowries to embellish. Absolutely love the design. I love how versatile this is. You could actually wear this to several locations. You can wear it to, well, it can be styled differently though to church, maybe with a different top on the top of that's the chest, the shoulder area. You could use like wear a shirt if you'd like button down shirts, and then or a jacket can be used on it. I love how versatile it looks. It gives that sultry appeal, but not too much. So talk to us about this particular look quickly.
Okay, this particular look, for the layers, the Olumo Rock is in layers. So that inspired
this
layers for the lower part. Then the upper part, I decided to do something a bit simple, but then still making a statement. So that's what the cowries are for.
I love
making the
how
statement.
it is styled to fit the woman's body. It has that accentuation on the waist, and I feel like it was designed to just perfectly give that perfect sculpt into a woman's body. I love how it flows. It's denim, but you know how denims can be. It can be tricky when it comes to certain designs, especially designs like this, because with denims you see them sticking out if it's not properly tailored. Like if it's not properly tailored, I love, even looking at it, you can tell the detailing was well done, and beautiful look. Can you please take a 360? Let us, oh, lovely. I love it. Absolutely beautiful, divine. Okay, so thank you very much. Let's see the next look. Now, what do you call this collection?
A journey through time.
A journey through time, and that's where the cowries come in, because cowries was used as a form of transactions back in the day.
Yes. A transcending time from back then to now. So that's why I use fabrics from back then now too. So just to it's a marriage of traditions and modernity.
Going through time and space. Beautiful. Love this particular one. Look, talk to us about it.
Okay, this is inspired by the trees at the top of the rock. So that's where the inspiration for the layers
come in.
Then the raffia is also part of the traditional touch to it.
Is this actual raffia, or it's just a fringe, like a fabric fringe?
It's a fabric fringe
in
but
form
it
of
gives
raffia. That raffia effect.
Yeah.
I see that, and I see that you were very intentional with picking this exact nude color, because I know how difficult it is to work with raffia.
Yes.
It can be very, very, very difficult. And if you're not good with it, you could waste so much of it. And if not, and they're not easy to come by anyway.
Getting raffia is not easy. It's very scarce.
Easy. But I particularly love, that every of your piece tells a story, which of course, takes us on a journey, and it also draws us in. And most importantly, it is celebrating our culture. It's celebrating us as Africans, celebrating our roots as well. And it's also a representation of who we are, as Africans, as Nigerians. So this is a beautiful design. I love I see that most of your fabrics, your Adire fabrics, have the same color tones. Is that deliberate?
Yes, for this collection, the undertone is like a purple color.
Yeah.
So I picked fabrics that have something in line with that.
Okay, I love it. You were very intentional with it. I can see it. Talk to us about your experience at the Lagos Fashion and Design Week. The Nigerian Students Fashion and Design Week.
It was a fun experience because that was my first time taking my designs to the runway.
Okay.
So I really had fun doing that. From the beginning, when I made some inquiry about the fashion week, they were very welcoming, responded to all my questions. So that was very encouraging.
Okay.
Then on the day of the show, everything went well. It was easy. The communication was smooth. Everything was just smooth and perfect. So
all right.
I had a nice experience.
And what's the response been like since after the event?
After the event, people have been more interested in what I want to bring out, my designs. They've been asking questions, and it's been a fun and great experience.
All right, thank you so much for coming to, share your gifts with us, and we truly appreciate your designs.
Thank you.
Amazing.
It's a classic.
Yes, it is.
Look at me. Look at you.
In case you were wondering, that person looks familiar. Yes,
Exactly.
it's the Dynamite herself. It's the Dynamite herself.
No. You're talking about Tosi Martins.
Right,
Yes, it's Tosi
right.
Martins in the building.
Thank you.
And
Finally
finally joining us, we have singer, songwriter, performer, and speaker, Tosin
Martins. Okay, so what we have here is someone who doesn't look a day older than when that video was shot.
Yeah.
He looks so great this is the 20th anniversary.
Yes. 20th. Crazy.
20 years later, and he still looks like this. Imagine that.
I think for me, it's 20 years later, and the song still feels like this. It's still so green,
That's
and I mean, everyone is literally singing along, and it's literally taking you back and bringing you in the present and taking you forward. I think it's really amazing.
That's special. That's a gift. That's
Yes,
not
it
something
is.
anybody could.
So
could
tell
have
us about
worked
that.
at.
Tell us about that gift.
Well, I mean, as I always say, everywhere I'm asked this question, sometimes I feel that it's providence. Providence just delivers something to you.
Okay.
To give you some sort of a definition. Everybody has their one song. In my case, it's music. For some other people, it's a moment of a girl carrying her bread, and T.Y. Bello captures you on a camera. For some other people, it's a book that becomes, as it were, your definition. We all get a mention because of our one moment, our one song. So I think that's what the song is. I can't lay claim to some mastery or any sort of maverick that helped me write it. It came to me. Yeah.
And you just followed your heart.
I can tell that's what it was. It's so I can have this opportunity to sit with you and
Yes.
get a leg in the room.
You know, we were really young when we we were really young when that video
You
came
were
out.
really young.
we and
She was the hottest thing then.
Yes.
She was a model. We used to call you Titi Fanta.
Oh wow.
Oh, she was
Okay. Interesting. Thank you. But
It's you on the hot
the
seat.
song though, the lyrics of the song.
Yes.
You wrote this, I believe.
Yes, by
you
God's
wrote
grace.
it, composed it,
Yes.
and then decided to put out a video. Not everyone was doing that then. And you never really talked to us about the direction where you saw the song going.
Okay.
But has it changed over the years? Your thoughts about the song?
I believe that with each generation that inherits the song, and I'm saying that from the perspective of 20 years later, this is 20 years later, there are many Gen Zs, many people in between who were not here when the song really gained,
Yeah.
you know, ascendancy. I find that it's a different experience. So in that sense, there's some sort of change. But as far as a song that afforded people words to express feelings they didn't have words to, that has not changed. It has stayed
Fabulous.
the same love
the
staple.
same. Okay, amazing. So now my question is, please correct me if I'm wrong. Now, this song was not dropped as a single, was it? It was dropped in a body of work with an album.
It was actually a single.
Oh, it was a single?
Yes.
Okay, but
it was part of a body of work,
body
but
of work.
it was the first song to get on radio.
Was the first song to get on radio off that particular album.
Yes,
So
yes.
my question honestly is driving towards the fact that, okay, so now there's a body of work.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And then there's this mighty song at the top.
That
That literally snuffs out the life
Yeah.
of all the other
All the other
songs.
songs.
Now, as an artist, how do you deal with that? Is it good, like, oh wow, oh this song literally blows up, but are you not worried? What about the other songs? What about the songs I'll sing after that? This song on its own is so big. Am I ever going to get anything that literally surpasses this?
The way you deal with that is like, you know, dealing with the reality of parents, different children,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
every family has that one child.
Wow.
That's like the style of the family.
Okay.
So it's on you to love your children equally.
Okay.
Are you sure you
that's
love?
the best. That's the
But
best I
there's
can
some
do.
that, like, but in this situation, can you really say you loved your children equally?
Oh,
in this
trust
case,
me, in fact, if anything,
did
I
you
actually
push
love,
others as much as you pushed this one?
if anything, I actually love some children more
than
this one.
Okay,
Exactly, because
okay.
this is the child of the world. This belongs to everybody.
No,
as far as I say, it's the people's song. It doesn't belong to me anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they will always sing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the one who has to make the effort everywhere I go to try to sing the other songs. And it's not, I found it's really not what you push. No matter how much you push it, people just like what they like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
True.
I'm fine. So long as it gives me an opportunity to be able to sing the other songs.
So no
Okay.
pressure whatsoever to overdo, even after
I've
years.
put myself under it. I've gotten out of it.
You
I've
got
accepted. You know what? I was in Austin once.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just try to think to yourself that how does somebody pay so much money, fly you all the way just to sing one song? And you're trying your best.
To
They
understand.
requested
Excuse
that
me,
song.
that's the song that I want.
That's the song
That's
I
all.
want.
I'm fine.
And you want to give them all the others. You want to give them.
So
oh,
you don't
gosh.
fight them, just accept that's what they like. It's
That's
okay.
what they like.
Now, I know you've embarked on a project,
Yes.
a documentary
Absolutely.
of sorts.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that?
Because it was important to curate the impact, speak with those who've interacted with the song from an industry perspective, people who work with it as event planners,
Yeah.
people who, you know, see me do this at functions, people in media who've interviewed me, families I've sung at their weddings. I can't count, there's a litany of those,
Yeah.
quite a bunch, trailing many years. So it was just important so that a generation gets to see that one thing
Yeah.
can be the ground for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And
Fantastic.
don't belittle or play down the import of anything that you do. Give everything to it because you never know. You just never know.
actually
Yeah.
This I can't do anything about the fact that I will always be the guy who sang Olomi. So
Yeah.
So did you actually feel that the song actually got bigger than you?
oh yes, absolutely.
Do you ever worry?
Absolutely. I'm not sure a lot of people, if you didn't tell them I'm Tosin Martins,
Tosin Martins, yeah.
they know the song, they know the
Yes.
name, not
So
my
tell,
face.
so I want to zoom in on that pressure
Yeah.
that you got
Yes.
at that point where you were feeling like, oh wow, this song is actually bigger than me.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
How
Till
do you
today
deal
is
with
bigger
it?
than me.
How do you deal with that?
Again, I had to make peace with it. I tried everything. You know, sometimes you want to measure up, you want to live up to it, but I guess that's the real meaning of legacy. The point is that it must be bigger than you. Once it's not bigger than you, then maybe it's all about you. So,
So, but did you ever get exhausted of singing the song?
oh yes.
You got tired?
Yes. Oh, sometimes I just want to. I listen to radio sometimes, and I'm saying Olomi. I'm like, sometimes I privately send. Do you know I have this song, this song, this song, this song, this song? Could you please
Do
play
you
those?
mind?
Oh,
And
wow.
this is actually, I think this is nicer.
Nicer.
Wow.
And tell me, yeah, but people like this. But please, let me
yes.
take the opportunity. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Play
Thank
that
you.
song.
Play. Just
Well,
play.
you've given them another song to sing now.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's a remake of the song
It's a
Yeah,
remake
it's a
of
remake
the
of
song.
to celebrate 20 years.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
and it's featuring Johnny Drill.
Johnny
and
Drill,
please pronounce
yes.
her name for me.
Mega Gopi Katan. So she came on board just sometime about early last year or late
Yeah.
2023. And she was in India
Yeah.
and just sang the song on some music reality show.
Yeah.
And it went viral. So everybody kept harassing, who's this girl that sang Yoruba so clearly, had enunciations, the pronunciations were perfect.
Singing Yoruba.
Oh, yeah. So I reached out and I found out her parents are in Nigeria.
Wow.
But they're Indians. She's in India.
Okay.
At some point, she had a short stint here. So her music teacher taught her the song and she loved it. So in India, that's what she sang on that show. And that gave us some sort of a distinction amongst other people singing, of course, songs locally.
Yeah.
So I reached out, and to my surprise, she came to Nigeria. We met, we spoke. I met the family, and she's just a sweet, she's in university, young lady. She's a sweet soul, yeah.
So the song is out and out?
Today. Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And it was exactly this day in 2005 Dan Foster played it for the first time.
Dan Foster.
It's exactly 20 years today.
20 years today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Dan Foster played it on the radio. Now, if you don't know who Dan Foster is, you need to go Google it. One of the most prolific radio hosts you could
that's
ever
the man
find.
who gave me wings to fly. Yeah.
Amazing. So now the song literally did not just open doors for you. It's even opening doors for other other people from other parts of the world.
Sure.
Amazing.
Now, interestingly enough, 13 years ago in April, Tosin Martins performed that song at my wedding.
Really?
So he was one of the people to give me my first wedding dress, and the actual wedding dress I wore, he was there as well. So yeah, we're full circle.
So when we're talking about the music video, is she in it?
Yeah, the new one?
The new one.
The new one.
Yes,
she should be in it.
now.
Okay.
We're concepting.
Okay.
You should be 20 years older now.
Okay.
To show you and your husband.
And the kids, right?
Okay, so that happened.
We're working that.
That would be interesting.
Where my commission if you get that?
No problem. No problem. But it's always great to see you. Thank you so much for the beautiful music.
Thank you for what you did then. Thank you for the impact. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for literally making love feel even nicer.
Oh.
I mean,
this Valentine's Day, if you haven't played Olomi yet, you should go check out the
go check it.
single
Olomi 20th anniversary
featuring
edition.
Johnny Drill and
Mega Gopikutan.
Yes, let's head to the kitchen, guys. There's food waiting for us. Let's make a move.
This looks really good.
It looks amazing.
Well, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Chef Chubby, and this morning she's making
Nice
your
to
mashed
meet you,
potatoes.
Chef Chubby. That's not chubby.
It's amazing
But
to
she
meet
makes us
you.
chubby.
Yes, so please dig in.
Yes.
And that's
I would
banana
love
cake
to,
with
please.
strawberry syrup.
So what's this? What's this? Please tell me.
Okay. So go ahead.
What am I eating before I eat it? This looks like mashed potatoes.
It's up to you. Mashed
Amazing. I
potatoes.
love, and it's not sweet potato. It's Irish. Yes, I dislike sweet potatoes. I don't think they're
You
as
would
healthy.
like to take it with a bit.
With the beef?
Oh, I see.
So that's a beef sauce with
Yes,
cooking cream and what? Garlic, onions? What else?
Celery.
What do you think about it?
Nice.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I would love to eat it offset.
We have to go, but quickly, she wants to give her husband a quick shout out.
Oh, hurry.
Okay, I want to say I love you so much.
My wife, I love you too so much.
And it's going down tonight.
Yes, it is. Happy Valentine's Day.